Hello and welcome back to the Dinar Community Channel, where we track critical financial movements and strategic updates that could have massive implications on Iraq's economy and far beyond. What we're about to share today isn't just another rumor or recycled prediction. This is something far more serious, far more urgent, and it's backed by information that insiders are now calling the most compelling development in recent memory. This momentum isn't coming from the usual chatter in online forums or hopeful whispers. It's grounded in a credible inside tip from a well-respected Iraqi banker, someone who has spent years working within the very machinery of Iraq's financial system. According to this highly trusted source, we may be standing on the edge of a truly historic financial shift. And this isn't about a potential change coming someday or maybe in a few months. We're talking about the possibility of a major currency revaluation, perhaps even within the next 24 hours. Yes, you heard that correctly. As soon as tomorrow, we could witness a formal revaluation of the Iraqi dinar. Now, we know that sounds extraordinary. And the only reason it's gaining traction and serious attention is because of the unique and undeniable patterns that are now surfacing behind the scenes. These aren't just vague signs, they're concrete developments that signal a massive transformation is imminent. Let's be very clear, this isn't hype. It's not feel-good speculation designed to raise false hopes. The strength of this alert comes from observing real-world actions that are consistent with what happens in the final stages of a national currency revaluation. What's unfolding right now in Iraq's banking infrastructure is nothing short of extraordinary. Over the past few weeks, insiders have observed the Central Bank of Iraq executing a series of technical, logistical, and institutional actions that line up perfectly with how a nation prepares for a major monetary event. We're seeing upgraded digital banking systems being rigorously tested. Critical infrastructure, both hardware and software, is being fortified. Servers are being calibrated to handle adjusted exchange rates without crashing under pressure. These aren't symbolic gestures. They're expensive, technical upgrades that require time, coordination, and foresight. And now, this strategic preparation is beginning to leak into public awareness, signaling that something truly foundational is happening beneath the surface. This is no longer a drill. The clues are stacking up, and the silence from top-level institutions, while noticeable, is starting to feel like the calm before a controlled economic storm. So why is tomorrow being singled out as a possible turning point? According to detailed reports emerging from Iraq's internal banking network, there is a focused, coordinated push happening right now. Multiple teams across different sectors of the financial system are operating in high-gear mode. Technicians are working overnight. Infrastructure teams are monitoring systems 24/7. Even seasoned banking professionals, those who've seen cycles of speculation come and go, are admitting they've never witnessed this level of synchronized urgency. This is the kind of full-scale, all-hands-on-deck response that only happens when a major policy change is about to be implemented. It's not just theory anymore, it's execution. The kind of execution that suggests Iraq is about to pull the trigger on a revaluation process that's been years in the making. And one of the clearest signals comes from the ATM networks. Across cities like Baghdad, Mosul, Basra, and even in remote villages, Iraq is rolling out newly upgraded ATMs with high-tech features. These are not cosmetic upgrades. They are purpose-built machines, designed to identify and process both current high-denomination notes and the new lower-denomination bills that are part of the Delete the Zeros initiative. That's right, the very monetary reform plan that's been on the drawing board for over a decade appears to be entering its final phase. These new ATMs aren't cheap, and they aren't easy to program. They've been designed for a specific mission, to support a dual-currency environment, where both old and new notes circulate temporarily during the transition. This kind of upgrade has one purpose, to support a smooth, nationwide revaluation. For those less familiar, the Delete the Zeros initiative aims to remove 3 zeros from Iraq's existing banknotes, which would essentially simplify the entire currency system. A 1,000 dinar note could become 1 dinar. A 25,000 dinar note could become 25 dinars. This change doesn't reduce the value of people's money, it simply reorganizes the structure of currency to reflect a more modern, efficient system. Countries like Turkey and Brazil have done this successfully in the past. And the results were powerful: restored confidence, economic clarity, and a new wave of international investment. In Iraq's case, this initiative could be even more transformative. Not only would it simplify financial transactions and accounting, but it would also change the way Iraq is perceived economically, both by its citizens and by the global investment community. Removing the zeros signals strength, not weakness. It tells the world that Iraq is moving forward, cleaning up its balance sheet, and embracing a monetary framework that's ready to engage with the global financial system. And the effect at the citizen level is just as powerful. Imagine going to your local ATM in a rural Iraqi town and being able to withdraw clean, new notes that are easy to count, simple to use, and fully trusted. That creates more than convenience, it creates belief. Belief in the system. Belief in progress. Belief in the country's future. This is not just about banking. It's about national pride. It's about building a financial system that works for everyone, from the high-tech business centers of Baghdad to the date farms in the south. And that's exactly what these ATM rollouts represent: equitable access to a better future. Let's go back to the larger picture for a moment. Beyond the ATM upgrades, we're also hearing from insiders that critical internal operations have shifted dramatically within Iraq's central bank. Confidential meetings have been held throughout the week. Staff who typically manage compliance checks have been reassigned to emergency response and rollout coordination. These are the kind of internal shifts that usually indicate a move from policy planning to policy activation. And the commercial banking sector? It's already acting. Multiple state-owned and private banks have issued thick new protocol binders to their branches, outlining exactly how to handle cash drawers, customer inquiries, and unexpected system issues after an RV announcement. These are not draft plans. These are final instructions. When banks start training staff with customer service scripts for a revaluation that hasn't yet been announced, it means the countdown has truly begun. Everywhere you look, inside the banks, at the infrastructure level, in IT backrooms, and on the streets, you're seeing alignment. And that alignment is what makes this moment different from past speculation cycles. This time, all the prerequisites appear to be falling into place at once. Delays that once plagued previous timelines are suddenly being resolved. Infrastructure that used to be under construction is now fully operational. Technicians who once hesitated to say anything now speak confidently about final validations. Branch managers who waited months for clarity now have their marching orders. Even the internal tone of communications has shifted, from hopeful to certain. The convergence of all these factors tells a story, a very powerful one. This is not just another rumor. This is a deeply coordinated effort unfolding in real time. The signals are flashing. The systems are ready. The protocols are in place. And if all continues as insiders are indicating, we may be witnessing the dawn of a new financial era in Iraq, one marked not by instability, but by confidence, clarity, and strength. So stay alert. Watch closely. Because everything we've tracked so far suggests that the Iraqi dinar's long-awaited revaluation may not be a question of if anymore, but when. And if the momentum holds, that when could very well be tomorrow. Thank you for watching the Dinar Community Channel. Stay safe, stay informed, and stay ready. Like and subscribe for more videos.